Good morning, children and families. I'm so glad to be able to spend some time with you this morning and tell you a story that we are using in worship today. The story is about one of Jesus' disciples named Thomas. Now, Thomas is not one of the disciples that we've heard about a lot, but he's been with Jesus since the beginning. He's also called the twin, so we think he might have had a twin brother. But the important piece is that Thomas has been there all the way along. He's gotten to see all the amazing things that Jesus did in his life, healing and helping people. So our story today talks about Thomas after Jesus has risen from the dead. Okay? Thomas was pretty sad, along with all the other disciples, when Jesus died. He had been following Jesus for so long. What? Did I hear you right? You think there's a Hershey bar behind my head? That sounds a little weird, but I'll check. I don't see a Hershey bar. Let's just get back to our story, okay? Let's focus on the story. So Thomas was very upset and sad when Jesus died. He loved Jesus. He had been with Jesus. He wanted to continue being there with Jesus for the rest of his life. And that all changed. And it made Thomas very upset. So that would... Really? Again? The Hershey bar? Okay, I'll look. What, this side? That side. Okay. I don't see a Hershey bar. Are you sure you're not seeing things? Anyway, the thing is that Thomas wanted for that to have been different. He wanted Jesus to be alive. But that wasn't the case. He knew Jesus had died. Well, after the resurrection, then one day Jesus came and appeared among the disciples. And they were in a locked room and Jesus just showed up. It was amazing. And Thomas wasn't there. So a lot of the disciples got to see Jesus and talk to Jesus and realize that he was alive. But not Thomas. And so they all went to Thomas and they said, "Thomas, guess what? Jesus is alive again!" And Thomas said, "Really?" You know, kind of like how you're telling me that there's a Hershey bar dancing around in the picture sometimes, behind my head. It seems laughable and unbelievable. What? You see it again? All right, I'll look, but I don't think it's... this side? Okay, I'll look. I mean, come on. But that's kind of the reaction that Thomas had. What do you mean you've seen Jesus? Really? I need to touch his wounds in his hands and feel his side before I'm really going to believe it's him. Because resurrection seemed impossible. Kind of as impossible as a dancing Hershey bar. This is the deal. So Thomas wanted to see Jesus. Again? The Hershey bar's there again? Okay, this is the last time I'm checking. I will look one more time and see if there's a Hershey bar. And if not, I don't want you mentioning it again, okay? All right. Oh. There really is a dancing Hershey bar behind my head. I didn't believe you. Kind of like how Thomas didn't believe that Jesus was alive either when the other disciples told him, because he didn't see it. And every time I looked, I didn't see the Hershey bar. But here it is, right here. So this is kind of like what Thomas went through. Wow, pretty cool, huh? Thomas got to see Jesus finally and see that it really was him alive again. He was amazed and excited and ready to go tell everybody about it because Jesus did something that a person hadn't done before that showed that he was God. He rose from the dead. So then Jesus said something to Thomas that's really kind of important for us today. He said, you've seen me, and therefore you've believed. Blessed are the people who haven't seen me alive, and yet still believe that I am the Christ who has risen. That's a big message for us today. I mean, it took me seeing the Hershey bar for me to really believe that it was dancing around behind me. But we don't get to see Jesus the way Thomas did. We just have to trust and believe that Jesus really did rise from the dead, that Jesus cares about us and loves us and is alive and helping us. And we keep sharing that good news everywhere we go. We are blessed because we have believed, even though we haven't gotten to see. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, boys and girls, and I'll look forward to seeing you as soon as we can be together again. We'll hope to do another Bible study for kids this Wednesday afternoon, so let me know by email if you weren't on the last call and you would like to be. Take care.